Another Brick fan here with a look at a collectible minifigure series. This is Series 18. This is set 71021 and was released in April 2018. Has 111 pieces, 17 minifigures, and each blind bag cost about $4. An entire set would cost about $68 if you were able to guess correctly. This series is party themed to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the LEGO minifigure. The classic police officer commemorates the LEGO Set 600 police car, which was the first to contain the LEGO minifigure back in 1978. I think there's a lot of really good figures in here. Some of my favorites include the clown up here in the front. I really like those balloon animals that are done in those trans green and trans red or trans pink colors. I really like the ones in the back row. So the race car guy looks really good. It's a really cool costume that he's wearing. The guy with the horse looks really good as well. Also another very interesting costume that he's wearing. I like how they put those together. And then I do like the Unicorn King there in the corner with his cool sword and shield. Nice prints on that minifigure. Let's take a closer look at all the minifigures. First up we have Elephant Costume Girl and Brick Suit Guy. As you can see, our Elephant Costume Girl has a mouse, and it doesn't look like she's very happy about it. Let's take a closer look at the mouse. Here is the little mouse. I like how it's dual molded with the tail here in the light tan and the softer material, and then the hard plastic of the mouse itself. Brick Suit Guy has a small stud piece here, a 1x1 square plate, and he's done as a 2x3 brick here. I like Elephant Girl. I think the costume looks good. The headpiece is really nice with this trunk and the tusks. And then the eyes are back behind there. The big elephant ears, of course. There's some toes here on her legs, which is nice. And this pink skirt piece is also a good touch. Looking on the sides of these, they're both not super colorful characters. They're accurate, of course, to the figures that we would expect. Elephant Girl's alternate face is a little more neutral. Our Brick Suit Guy does not have an alternate face. Let's move on to our next two characters. Next up we have Brick Suit Girl, who's in a blue brick suit costume. Pretty much exactly the same as a Brick Suit Guy, except a different headpiece and a different hairpiece. And then the opposite colors on her 1x1 plate and then the 2x3 costume she's wearing. And then we have probably one of my favorites, which is Party Clown. Especially these balloon animal. These balloon animals are just fantastic. I think they're really great design and really nice. There's a green one and a pink one. Looking closer at our clown, you see he's got this really nice top hat with in the green design with a purple flower, purple arms, and orange vest with purple stripes. Sporting the red bow tie here, and then of course the lime green pants that match his hat. A little bit of detailing on there. As we move around the figures, you'll see that the clown is also wearing a waistcoat that goes way down, really long tails on this waistcoat, which is really cool. I do like this hairpiece for our Brick Costume Girl. See, the back of the clown does not have any printing on it, but the orange matches pretty well with the waistcoat, which I think is good. Clown obviously doesn't have an alternate expression, and neither does our Brick Suit Gal. Let's go ahead and move on to our next two figures. Next up we have Firework Guy and Birthday Party Girl. Our Birthday Party Girl has a balloon. It's a nice piece with the clip here on the bottom so she can hold it, and then a nice purple balloon. She also has this gift package that comes with her, and you see that there's a little bow on the top, some striped wrapping paper around. This is all printed, which is very nice. Inside the package is a donut and a cookie. So those are nice little 1x1 tiles that are printed as well. A good little accessory for her. I like the costume guy with the gray pants, and then you notice if we take the rocket off, there's a print of the rocket flames here on his legs. Plain blue torso, sporting some really cool sunglasses here. The printing on the rocket piece is really nice, with the bang and then the stars and stuff around that. Our birthday girl has some detailed printing on her short legs here around tips of her toes, and some yellow striping here, probably indicating she's wearing some shorts. And then the nice printed shirt she's wearing with the bow in the front. Her hairpiece is nice with the dual ponytails, and then it has a hole in the top for these little accessories, so she's wearing a party hat. Moving around the figures, you see that there is some good printing along the entire Firework piece here. Nice printing on the back. You get a better idea of that yellow stripe in the middle, so she's wearing shorts or a skirt and then some matching blue pants. No alternate expression for the Firework guy or for our birthday party girl. Let's take a look at our next two figures. Next up we have Dragon Suit Guy and our police officer. This is the classic police officer. This is the rare piece, so there was only one in each box of 60, making this a very difficult figure to find. He is carrying a set with him, and this is the original set that he came with, which is set 600. This set is representing the 40 years of the minifigure, with the police officer being one of the first ever released. See, he's got his white hat, black and white printing with the yellow hands and the standard city smiling face. The dragon, I really like this dragon head for his costume. I think it looks really good. He's also got wings in the back, some printing for his toes, a nice orange torso print there representing the dragon. Moving around, you can see a lot more detail on this headpiece, and then he does have these little teeth or horns that connect into the headpiece. See the wings here. He's also wearing a tail piece, and then there is some printing of scales along the arms of the dragon costume as well. No printing on the back of either of these figures. Naturally, the police officer does not have an alternate face, but there is an alternate face for our dragon costume guy. Some freckles on his cheeks there. If we take the dragon helmet off, you see he's got a more growling or face where he's probably trying to scare people. Two very nice figures. Next up we have Spider Suit Boy and Birthday Cake Guy. The spider suit is done in all black and white for the most part. Some gray hands on him. He does have one of these newer spider pieces that comes with him. The headpiece is really cool for him. He's got the little mandibles out front and then two sets of eyes up here on the top, which is pretty nice. He's also wearing a spider on his back with the rest of the 8 arms. So as we move around the figure, we'll take a closer look at that piece. The birthday cake guy has a birthday cake here around his waist. He's wearing a nice suit with a gold bow tie. Very happy expression on his face. And once again, the hairpiece has a little peg spot in it for a nice shiny gold party hat. The birthday cake is just worn around, is just a piece that you put the minifigure into. So he's wearing the matching pink pants, as you see here, with a little few, looks like frosting stains perhaps, on his pants. As we move around the figures, here is that spider piece I was talking about. So the head of the spider is the kind of the helmet that he's wearing, and then the body, and then the thorax and abdomen. So the 3 segments of the spider are here. Pretty nice. Again, some frosting markings here on the back of our birthday cake guy. The spider suit boy has a white head, so he's obviously wearing a lot of makeup for that, and does have this alternate expression. And our birthday cake guy does not have an alternate expression. As you can see, our spider suit guy has kind of a more scared or nervous looking expression here. Next up we have Cactus Girl and Cat Costume Girl. In Cactus Girl, the cactus itself goes over her, much like the Firework rocket. The suit has a bunch of bumps here representing cactus needles. You notice her arms are not standard minifig arms. They are actually cactus branches. You see she's got a good expression on her face, and there is some striping on her torso and just plain green down below. Our cat suit girl comes with a teal colored fish. And she has some nice printing here. It looks like fur as well on her torso as well as around her feet. Very nice helmet or hood piece that goes over her face here. As we scroll around, as we move around the figures, you see that her arms are printed halfway down, again with a little bit of fur look. She does have a black tail that comes out here. No printing on the back of either of these figures. No alternate expression for our cat suit girl, but our cactus girl does have an alternate expression. Rotate these around, you get a better look at their faces. Here's our cat suit girl with some nice makeup. So she's got whiskers and some more white around her mouth, and even some makeup around her eyes there. Next up we have Race Car Guy and Flower Pot Girl. Race Car Guy has a nice helmet with the gray visor. It's done in blue and white. This race car is a nice piece that is really a race car. So if we take him off, it just is a piece that goes around his waist. Pull that out of the way. And you see that it is an actual race car with a silver piece here. And then some nice printing on the front. There actually has the wheels that clip in. These are the wheels that they use on like skateboards and karts and things. So that's a nice piece. You can see the good printing on him with his race car uniform here. Some lettering around his belt there, as well as some logos from various sponsors. Our flower pot girl. Once again, this flower pot is a waist type piece. Just a spot to put the legs through. Just no printing or anything on it, but it looks like a decent flower pot. We get the flower out of the way. I like how this flower is done, with the opening being on the bottom here, and then so it's a 90-degree angle to create the flower where she looks through. And you can see she's got a flower stem printed up on her torso there. Moving around the figures, there is some good side printing, and side printing on the everywhere from the helmet to the arm down his leg, which I think look really good on the race car guy. The back has another clutch drive logo on the back, You see the back of this flower piece with some flower petals, the green leaves. No alternate expression on our race car guy. And our flower girl has this a little more concerned looking face. More logos here on the side of our race car guy. They are the same grand bricks on both shoulders. There's our happier expression for our flower pot girl. Next up we have Cowboy Costume Guy and Birthday Party Boy. I really like this cowboy look with the horse costume that fits in front there. We'll get that out of the way so we can see the printing that is on our cowboy. Quick look at the horse costume. You see it's the front of a horse, and then this little loop here allows you to put it around the minifigure's neck and be held out in front of him. Very cleverly done. Our cowboy's wearing a nice western shirt with the tassels, button-up shirt, and a handkerchief around his neck. There is some printing on the front of his boots here, on his toes. Our birthday party boy has the same kind of balloon that the birthday party girl had, with a little L shape there for him to grab onto. This time he has an orange balloon instead of the purple balloon. He's also carrying a Lego set as part of a gift. Pretty much the same as our little girl, wearing like navy shorts in this case, and then shoes are printed on the bottom with the little toes as well. So the printing is done quite well on our birthday party boy. See, he's wearing glasses and has this very blonde hair, and then a white button-up shirt with a tie. I don't know if the stripes and polka dots really go together, but that's all right. Just like our party girl, he is bringing a gift. So here is his gift with a 2x2 printed tile here with a bow and some polka dots, and then some striping along the sides of this hollow brick here. And then inside is just another one of those Lego sets. So he comes with two of those 1x1 tiles with a Lego set printing on it. Moving around the figures, you see that there's a horsetail, of course, on our cowboy costume guy. You get a look at the gap there and the blue printing on the short legs on our birthday party boy, which is nice. More of that tassel and kind of cow print on the back of our cowboy. As you would expect, the cowboy does not have an alternate expression, and neither does our birthday boy. Does continue the polka dot pattern on the back of our birthday party boy though. Last up is Unicorn Guy. He has this nice shield with the unicorn print on the front, and then some detailing done in this lighter blue color on the navy background. Of course, a pearl gold sword. We get these accessories out of the way. You see he does have a chest print here, which is a crown done in gold and red. The headpiece itself, I think, looks really good with this gold unicorn horn, the nice darker blue mane, and some eyes there. You can see his expression. He has red eyebrows and he's winking at us here. Printing on the front of his feet, and then the matching blue gloves on his hands, it looks like. Scrolling around, you see he's got the same kind of tail as our horse, as our cowboy that was wearing the horse costume, but it's in this dark blue to match the dark blue mane on the headpiece. No other printing on the back. No alternate expression for our unicorn guy. So there you have all 17 minifigures. Let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Overall, a very nice collection of minifigures. I like how they themed it as a party. I thought that was a really great idea to theme it as a party, since they are celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Lego minifigure. The police officer figure there was only one in each box, so it was kind of a figure you were chasing after, which I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I understand they want to have a rare figure, and they've done it several times with like Mr. Gold, and a lot of the collectible minifigure sets had a specific figure that was rare. They haven't been doing that as much lately, which I appreciate. It's nice to be able to get the whole series. Most boxes nowadays contain at least 3 of each minifigure, so it's a little easier to get the entire collection. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this minifigure collection. I'm going to get started on another video. Until then, happy building! If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more of my content. I've left a link to my collectible minifigure playlist up here on the screen.